Hello and welcome to 99.1 WIUX LP Bloomington. My name is Connor Wright, and Gavin is not here with us today, but you're still listening to GavCon 5. We don't need Gavin to carry on. The show must go on, as they say. But we're here with three special guests, Julia Beechler, Avery Schollenberger, and Rose Beechler.
Hi.
You guys want to introduce yourself?
I'm Julia, and I'm the co-host this today.
I'm Avery, and I'm the first guest.
The first? Wow, that's
I'm
that's
Rose, and I'm the most special guest.
Debatable.
Might have promised them something to get each of them here. I don't know.
Wait, what?
What?
You didn't promise me anything.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Y'all kind of lied to him.
We've all been on the show before.
Yeah, but we got a different setup for the show today, so we're all going to be interviewing each other. So everyone is supposed to have questions prepared. I don't think that happened.
Hey,
based
I have
on
questions.
the pre-show banter that was going on.
questions.
Okay, one person did not prepare questions,
I'm not gonna name any names.
but it's the one who didn't say anything. Yeah, we're gonna start by asking Julia some questions. Who wants to kick it off?
Nose goes.
Why are you nose-ghosting? All right, I'll go.
I don't know. That was weird.
Okay. Question for Julia.
Yes.
All right, if you're stuck on a desert island
Okay.
and you can only have one 17 album, what is it?
Ooh.
I know this was gonna get you.
Question
Long
for
and
both
hard.
of you. Who is 17?
For the audience.
For the
And for the audience,
Julia,
too.
would you
There
like
is
to
no
explain?
way my
Yeah.
grandparents and parents know who that is.
Ooh.
17 is a K-pop boy group.
Okay,
There are not 17 members.
They're not 17
ironically.
members. They're only 13.
that's very ironic. That's a lot of members, though.
It's the
I
whole
was expecting
thing.
like
Well,
5.
it's 17 because it's 13 members.
Well, there were
3
supposed to be
groups.
17 people in the group. I'm pretty
Wait,
sure,
no.
but that didn't happen
They were
like,
like, let's keep rolling
during the
with
whole
it.
training anyways, whole thing.
So it's like NSYNC, but for K-pop.
Except they're
Oh.
better.
I don't really understand.
I would not
NSYNC.
make that
I'm
comparison.
gonna
Well-
listen to
Don't
the
make
group.
that comparison.
I
Oh.
don't know if they're better, but anyway.
No, they
you can't
are.
even say that.
You didn't even answer the question, so.
Yeah, because you guys asked me. Okay, anyways.
We were bombarding Julia with questions.
I would say, not gonna lie to the group, I don't know exactly what the album's called.
Fair.
I just go
I'm
off
not
based off
judging
the
you.
pictures.
Yeah.
But it is
It's the
one of
that
their
has a rock
first
video?
few. No, it's one of their first few ones. It's Pink. It has the song "Pretty You" on it, which is
That's a
Which
great...
is-
The choreo?
yes, but also like basically like the song that got me into 17. So
Oh, going back
just
to your
banger
roots.
after banger on that album.
Banger
So
after banger.
Nice.
Alright.
that's my answer.
Top that, guys.
I barely ever know album names, so I'm not judging you.
Yeah.
You don't even listen to albums.
It's called like Love.
Yeah, I
and
don't listen to
Letters,
albums. I really
something. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't really like listening to albums either. I don't
Me
like
neither.
just like putting on an album. I feel like I like
That's
bouncing
weird.
around.
Well, I mean, like, there are bad songs in the album, and I really don't want to listen to them, so I'm not going to.
17 has no bad songs.
Okay, well,
That
that's
is
like a rare
Real.
exception.
Hashtag real.
Like, Rumors, like Fleetwood Mac's Rumors album, that one doesn't have any bad songs either. They accidentally made a greatest hits album.
you would.
So I listened to it.
That would be your cited
Such
album.
a Connor thing to say.
What a Connor thing to
Also,
say.
there's a few Eagles albums that are pretty good.
Said no one ever.
I just said that. The Long Run, that's a good one. But most times I don't
Telling
listen to albums.
that. Wait, what album is Hotel California on? Or is that a single? Did they like release that with
I
anything else?
have no
He
idea.
doesn't
I
know.
don't even know.
Maybe that's
Fake.
the album.
No.
Maybe.
Fake.
I don't know.
Maybe that's the album.
Ooh.
No, I'll look this up, though.
Actually, yeah, look that up. That's smart.
But first, let me ask Julia. a question.
Okay.
All right, you and Avery briefly attempted to start a podcast through WIUX.
For the record,
this
for the
semester.
record, we're doing that next semester.
Yeah. Let me answer the question.
Sorry, apologies.
Yeah, I don't remember saying Avery. Other than just referencing you that you're part of the story. But thanks for letting me finish.
Got it.
So I guess Avery already answered this. You're going to try again next semester?
Yes. The thing is, this year, we started it out, we didn't have a concrete idea of the podcast,
Yeah.
and then I got COVID, and then Avery
I
got
got
COVID, and then we were just busy. Mostly Avery. Avery was very busy this semester, but
You.
it was just
Sorry,
just
shouldn't have
in.
done that on live air.
It wasn't in the stars.
Uh-huh.
This
stars will
semester.
align next semester.
Yes. But I think if we start a podcast, it'd just be too much for the world to handle.
Yeah, we have to give
What
the
it-
world a semester to
Yeah.
let that idea sit and buffer before we release our greatness.
Yes.
See, I don't remember you announcing this to the world, so I don't know how they're supposed to prepare.
It got around.
Yeah, people
Did
knew
it?
people knew we were starting a podcast.
We spoke it into existence, and then it found its way through different channels. So
Yes, but
that's all that matters.
hopefully next semester we can actually do
Do
it.
that.
Well, do you have any ideas? Like, what are the topics going to be? Are you going to have people on there? What's it going to look like?
It would have been like we would have special guests. We kind of would just. I mean,
So it's like this show, but
yeah,
on a podcast.
but like not always special. Not a special guest like every
It's
week.
not an interview show.
Yeah, but like
Okay.
we would just kind of like talk about what we're interested in, stuff,
Which-
in,
yeah.
stuff, new stuff in pop culture.
Reality TV.
You should have me
Yeah.
on. I can educate everybody.
Um,
I can be your first
that
guest.
episode
That
will
I've had
somehow
you
get
on.
lost.
that would kind of.
I've had you on so many times. You should definitely let me on
This
your
is
show.
not a podcast to learn things.
Yeah, I want to be.
No, I'm not
a
learning.
fighter.
I'm teaching
okay.
other people things. I know everything about pop culture
We should
already.
call it brain rot.
Debatable.
What?
You didn't even know who 17 was, so let's be real.
Good point.
Oh,
How can you connect with the youths if you don't know what's
The
happening
youth.
with them?
Well, I know who Taylor Swift is. So.
All right,
Oh,
that I will
wow.
give it to you. But also, she's like everywhere now, so like.
Yeah.
now.
And yeah, what do you mean? I've
Well,
known who
she's
she
doing
was
her
since I was
tour,
like
so
7.
she's like especially blown up. She had that thing in Congress. I'm sure that's how you found out about her.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about. Honestly, thing in Congress.
Yeah, with Ticketmaster.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know what the Congress.
But this summer, maybe we're gonna brainstorm, figure some stuff out, come up with a solid-ish plan because we didn't
Yeah.
really have one this semester.
That's the problem is we wanted to like write episodes ahead of time, and then we never had the time. And
Yeah.
then we'd be like, we'll do it
well,
next week.
this is
And
why
now we're at the end of the semester.
Gavin
so-
and I come up
And
with
then-
questions on Thursday and Friday morning.
Yeah. Then they were like, "All right, time to turn your mics," and we were like,
But I think there were also a couple people in our group who like only got one episode out. Like
Yeah.
no one got, I think, more than 3 episodes out the entire semester.
You
Like,
guys
people
are all
that were-
very dedicated.
"Yes."
People that were like just starting out though, because but I love
Nice.
the podcast group. They're all super cool.
Shout out.
Podcast.
WIUX
Legs
podcast.
Woo.
Wow. All right, Rose.
All right, question for Julia. You started taking American Sign Language this semester.
Yes.
Could you do some signs for the viewers out there, the listeners out there?
For the listeners, that would be great.
Um,
Listen carefully, guys.
Yeah.
You can hear the way her
Could you do a little hamburger?
hands will move.
You can hear the wind
Hamburger?
moving around.
Oh.
Is that
yesterday
hand-
I
She's moving
her
had
hands,
a
viewers.
ASL
Listeners.
final, which was like, well, we have like both expressive and recessive. Yes, we're like one of them's just like watching like him sign stuff, being like, what did he say? Blah blah. blah. Then yesterday we had our thing where like we had a
Did you
little
have your oral exam?
conversation with our partner. What?
Your oral exam.
Yep.
Yeah,
I got
literally.
100, and he
Nice.
said I was fantastic.
Wow.
So
Good
my
job.
teacher slayed. I'm gonna miss him, my boss. But
Icon.
if you want to say like I live in Indianapolis, you can say I live Indianapolis.
Wait,
Julia
that's
is
the
pointing
sign.
at
for that?
herself and then
Yes.
doing a thumbs up.
Wait, I didn't know there was a sign
And
for
maybe-
Indianapolis.
Yeah,
I don't
there's
know.
signs for like
We've
the
made it,
major
guys.
cities
We
in
made it.
Indiana.
We
Wait,
made it. Oh, is
that's
there one for
cool.
Bloomington?
I think Bloomington's
Do you just do like beat?
something with a B.
Would people outside of Indiana know what that means?
Good question. I think like there might be some like overlapping like city signs.
This is Bloomington, Indiana.
because like some of them are
This is
just
Bloomington,
based,
Illinois.
Some of them are based off
This is
of like
also
the
Bloomington,
first
Minnesota.
letter.
They have a
So
Bloomington,
like,
Minnesota.
Yeah,
so
Yeah.
I feel like
that's
they
where-
do overlap some.
Avery. That's where part of Hannibal takes place.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How did I not know that?
Well, you guys are
Alright.
whispering very quietly, but people can still hear you.
Anyways, that
This is meant to be picked up.
if the viewers learned some sign language today.
I don't think they did.
I
I have a
know.
question.
Kind of need to see what's
Is it
going on.
possible to be like left or right hand dominant with sign language?
Yes, but you have to choose.
What
Okay.
did you choose?
I chose my right hand because my right hand is my dominant hand.
I was just
Just for fun.
asking.
Just
Okay,
choose
let's
my
go
left
about
hand,
if
just
you were to
'cause.
choose.
Okay, I'm going that Rose would be left-handed.
Yeah.
and everyone else
Yeah.
will be right. Yeah.
Yep.
Next question.
Connor kind of has left.
That was a lame
But
question. I've never used my left hand for anything.
For all the listeners, Connor just gave me a nasty look.
No, it was not a nasty look. It was a look of, that was a pretty stupid thing that you just said over
Today
there.
earlier.
That sounds
When have I ever
nasty.
used my left hand?
Today earlier, when me and Rose were talking about questions we were gonna ask, Rose was like, "All right, what's your favorite curse word?"
That'd be funny. Yeah, I was
funny
like,
to say
I
on
should have told
air.
you guys, like, nothing's
Do
off
that and
limits.
then cut to like, all right, and we'll be right back.
No, it should have been like, nothing's off limits as long as it doesn't make me say anything inappropriate on air. That'll get me in trouble with the federal government.
The
Federal.
federal government.
Yeah, sounds scarier than it is.
Mm.
We did have a little slip up a few weeks ago.
Ooh.
And
Wait,
then,
which
It
episode?
wasn't me.
I think it was the Cutters episode.
Oh,
I was literally
I
thinking.
think-
I
that.
listened to like
I
part
think
of it.
Torrin might have said something. I don't know.
Ooh.
What do
Could
you
also
do?
been Gavin's dad. I can't remember. Well, I was just like, I didn't hear anything. Let's keep going.
Interesting.
So yeah,
Well,
That's funny.
those are my answers. to the
Nice
questions.
answers, Julia.
cool. Now it's
Yay,
Avery's
snap.
turn.
Good
He's-
job.
It's Avery's turn to get interviewed.
Yay!
I want
Exactly.
everyone to ask me all the
Claps.
questions.
Okay, who's going first?
I guess I can go first.
Excellent.
What was your beginning impression of Gavin and me the first few weeks?
Okay,
of
well, I
freshman
thought
year?
that you were named Gavin and that he was
Yes.
named Connor, and then
Yeah.
I mixed it up the
We
entire
just
semester.
chose. We were like, because you were in your room, it was just you, and Gavin wasn't there yet. We were like, that's Gavin.
That looks
Yeah,
like Gavin.
we were yeah, like you were sitting on that. Like I remember that so vividly. That's like my first college memory. As we walked down that hall, we saw you. And we were like, that's got to be
He
Gavin.
was like sitting
We
on
were
the
like, Gav-
beanbag.
Gavin's
at the door.
out there.
Gavin's out there. Yeah, I remember that. Other than that, I don't know. I like kind of can't remember. Because I made you guys try to fix my
Yeah.
lights.
Yeah,
Mm.
Almost
I do
killed
remember.
all of us.
Avery kind of forced you guys to be our friends.
he did.
Aren't you so glad now? All right. Well, met with silence. Other
Yeah, of
than
course
that,
I am.
I don't know. Thought you guys were Kelly nerds. I was right.
Real.
Yeah.
But I don't even remember.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, if someone asked me that, what would I say about you guys?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I remember.
Question for Connor.
What you forgot?
I remember going into your room and fixing the lights, and I was like, what is going on?
You
right
guys didn't
now?
even help me fix the lights.
Yeah, they didn't.
No,
get
I
fixed.
didn't.
They never got
I didn't
fixed.
even. I didn't even
threw
have
those
the.
away.
I literally didn't have the tools to fix them.
Wait, were they like different than the LED
Excuses,
lights?
Yeah,
excuses.
because that's when
That's
what.
when the desks were right next to each other.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what
was like
made
a
me
hotel
buy
room
the
in
LED
there.
That
lights.
was like the very
That was kinda
first week
scary.
before school.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the layout was like just a little bit psychotic of us. I
She
feel
got
like
your-
it was better once we flipped it.
Should get your beds bunked.
No.
No,
Yes. So much
No.
fun.
we
I
are
was so glad we
unbelievably-
didn't get our beds
Yeah.
bunked.
We never got them bunked. We never got. Is it what do they call it when you like? It's like captain or something.
Yeah.
Lofting.
Is that the one where it's like?
No, it's
Yeah.
like captain style or whatever.
Captain style
I don't know,
lofting,
whatever it's
okay.
called,
Yeah,
captain.
no.
Oh,
That's
like
so
the
lofty.
little
I
alley
like
you
to,
got.
s- I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
to see Avery across the room.
Yeah, I like to be able to see Julia.
Yeah.
I could
It's
see
like
Gavin
2
if
in
I
the
just like
morning.
leaned over and looked at him.
No.
Is he sleeping below me? Gavin could have stood up and he would have been
Like,
tall
I
enough to
feel
see
like-
me.
Yeah, literally.
Like I don't know, cause like, which bunk would you have wanted?
Well, okay, Sarah made me take the bottom bunk my entire life. So, but I
Your
also
bottom bunk was literally on the floor.
yeah, my bottom bunk was just
There
the
were no,
floor.
like,
but
legs
like,
to
okay,
the
I also don't
bed.
really like the top bunk though.
Yeah, I feel like we both fight over the bottom.
Yeah,
bunk.
so it's like
Why? But we both just have bottom bunks and
Because,
not get our
like-
beds bunked.
yeah, exactly. That's literally no, because it's like I don't want to live in the top bunk because then I have to like crawl down the stairs every time I want to move. Like
Yeah.
that's not right.
Just want to hop out of bed.
I also used to do this thing where I would make my like I would make my bed so hot because I would like throw blankets over all of the entrances so it would be like a cave. I used to love doing that.
If you had the bottom bunk, you would do that.
No, I had the bottom bunk and I did that.
But
Well,
if
like
you
when I
had,
was little.
if-
Yes, and I would do it again.
oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, see, then I can't see Julia when I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
I can't look over and be like, oh, there's Julia. I love Julia. So,
She
But now
didn't
you
walk
got
out and get
rooms,
lost.
And
in
then we
theater.
got the mega bed.
and then
That was
the
great.
Mega Bed was born.
Yup.
God bless the Mega Bed.
Now, Gavin and I were discussing how to get our room arranged. I was like, do you want to bunk our beds? He was like, I'm not taking the top bunk. And I was like, okay, that's fine.
Wow, that's
Wow.
Very
And
climatic
then it was
story.
done.
An
The deed was
exciting
done.
conversation.
it's riveting.
Yeah, well, we were doing it over text message. Never met him in person at that point.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's the only person with a random roommate.
Yeah,
It
that's
worked out
right.
though. So
I don't know. Julia and I kind of random roommate. I thought that was gonna kill.
Sorry, I didn't understand what you were saying
we
for a
still never
second.
talk sometimes.
We still never talk sometimes.
Yeah, you guys are getting along really well for not knowing each other before you came here.
I know, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
To listeners out there, me and Avery had no idea who each about each of us. That
about.
was a weird way to
About
say,
each o- about
to
each
say the
other?
sentence.
Julie had
Yes.
no idea about each of us.
She didn't even know about
Just
herself.
Kidding. Just kidding.
They do say it was a
Known
learning
Avery
experience here.
since
So.
kindergarten.
That'd be so weird if we didn't know each other and then now we're just like living in an apartment.
Yeah,
That's
that's what literally what we're doing with
Gavin.
Gavin though.
Yeah, I was like, would it be that weird? People do that all the time here.
Didn't
And
know
you're
him,
actually
and now
doing
we
it
do.
right now.
That's crazy.
Is it my turn to ask a question?
Yep.
Question for Avery.
Oh no,
What's it like learning organ at IU?
awesome.
Are
I
there
feel like
any-
a vampire, like all the time. So
have
that's
to
pretty
learn
cool.
Yeah.
No, I do need to learn
When
that.
am I going to be invited to your practice sessions?
Never, because my final is on Tuesday.
The
so
practice place looks like a psych ward.
it does. Because it has like
Sounds perfect.
big metal doors, and there's like a little tiny window.
Square window.
And they're always like kind of hot
It's
in
not
there
a
'cause it's
circular
like
building.
it's like a little bit
Yes.
soundproof.
And the hallways are also kind of scary.
Yeah, because it's like a giant circle.
Yeah, I've seen that.
No
Yeah, it's-
windows. Dim lights.
Just said it had a window.
Yup. But it's good. Yeah, I have my final on Tuesday. I don't remember the piece I'm playing.
I love
I don't remember
organ
its name.
shoes.
It's
I
something
love the
like
organ
wintertime.
shoes.
Yeah, my organ shoes are awesome. For everyone out there, they have a little bit of a heel. So
It's like they're like shoes from like the 1700s.
yeah, I literally look like I'm like a colonial
You have
man.
organ
That's
shoes?
pretty cool.
Yeah, so you can play like the pedals better.
Yeah, because you have to
Okay.
play.
They're like
Sometimes you have to
jazz
play
shoes.
2 notes with like 1 foot, so you have to like reach over with your like. They'll have like it'll have a little arrow if you're supposed to play it with your like your toes, and a little a circle if you're supposed to play it with your heel.
Uh-huh.
It's very fun. Yeah, you gotta get the big
Gotta
toe
get
up
in
there.
there.
You gotta get in there. It's hard, and I don't know. I think it's just because my shoes are new, and like the organ I was playing on that I have to play on for my jury is actually nice, but like I kept slipping off. It's really hard. Like on my heel, like I kept just like slipping off the pedal, and then I was like, all right, I'm just gonna keep going. So who's to say if that will happen during my final? So, but it's great.
You should use
Good luck
like
on your
the
final.
stuff that baseball players use. Put some stickum on the bottom of your shoe.
Isn't that illegal?
No, probably not for organ playing, but for baseball, yeah.
Well, not for organ, but yeah. Oh my gosh, then I get stuck to the keys.
The people at
You're
your
like, I
organ
can't get
jury
my
are gonna
foot
be
off.
like, let me see the bottom of your shoes.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, let me just check.
Sorry, failing grade.
Failing great. Yeah.
Failing grade on a music class.
On a music
One
class.
credit, right?
See that I
2
would
credits.
make fun of you for that, but I
Two
would probably
credits?
fail and actually be trying.
It's no,
So-
that's the thing. I like actually really tried this semester. Like
Uh-huh.
I practiced a lot. Like
Yeah,
this
well.
was more than an elective. This
I would
became
never
my
take one of
lifestyle.
those classes for an elective.
Shout out Gnarly. He's definitely not listening, but he's my teacher and
He
he's
might be
super
listening.
cool.
This is a very popular channel.
Rose?
You're pretty notorious for watching TV everywhere in the apartment,
Yes.
including the shower.
Sometimes if I know an episode,
And-
I let it roll instead of listening to music.
And
I won't apologize. for that.
recently, well, not so recently, but you rewatched Psych yet again.
Yes, that is true.
I'm just curious, which Psych character would we be? What's our government?
Oh
assigned
my
side character?
gosh. Government assigned site character. I got this in the bag. Okay.
You've been
I
thinking
feel
about
like
this one already.
Connor is
Oh wait,
definitely
give the listeners a little bit of.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on.
Background.
And me, because I don't know
Okay,
who you're
sure,
talking
sure.
about.
Like
Okay.
why
Shocker.
that character?
Okay, yeah. So like the main characters are so it's about Sean and he's like really he's like a photographic memory and he's like really smart, but he like cuz his dad like taught him to be really observant when he was a kid. So he like in the pilot don't look at Julia. She can't help you.
I just thought Julie was about to make a face at me and
And
it didn't happen.
in the pilot episode, he is like calling in because he calls in a lot to the police station, like after watching interviews of people, and he's like, "Oh, this guy did it," and so they bring him in, and they're like, "Oh, we know this guy had a partner, so since you know so much, it has to be you." And he's like, "I'm just like really good." And they like don't believe him, and so he's like, "Wait, I'm a psychic," and then he like starts like fake reading
Oh,
people.
yeah, I've seen you watch some of this now.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah,
it's
yeah.
coming
I
back.
love
And so,
the
and then his
sound.
best friend is a pharmaceutical salesman, Gus,
really?
Burton Guster. Yeah,
love Gus.
and so he basically pays for everything of Sean's. So, like, he's just like the only because like Sean's not a very responsible person.
No.
And then there is Chief Detective, or no, what is he called? Head Detective. I apologize.
Chief Detective.
Head Detective Lassiter, who is like, I don't know. He's kind of crazy, but he's also awesome. And then there is junior detective Juliet, who gets transferred in like the first like couple episodes. So they all kind of get to know her at the same time. And then there is interim chief Vic, who's like in charge, obviously, because she's the chief. Okay, so Julie and I have discussed this at length, but I do believe that we are Sean and Gus.
Yes.
I think
Yeah,
that
I
Julia
agree.
is Gus.
Yes.
I was gonna say, I was like, no way
I
you're
do
making
agree.
Julia
Julia
Sean.
is, I feel
No.
like, a little responsible.
I feel like Julia is responsible. Julia will have a stable job.
Well, we'll see.
We'll have a job.
pending. Yeah, well, Julia will have a job that will pay some amount of money.
Might be part time
What
Hey.
at
else?
the Children's Museum.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
And I know that, let's see, like Gus's apartment kind of looks like it's out of a magazine, and I feel like Julia may be able to keep a future living room that way. I don't know if that's true, but I feel
Have
like
you
I
seen
can
her
sense
room?
it.
Not
Hey,
if you're
I
also
like
there.
cleaned it today.
Do you like taffy?
Oh, wow.
I like taffy?
Yeah.
It's all right.
Okay. Well, Gus sometimes
Because
keeps
he's
a bowl of taffy.
taffy.
Yeah, a bowl of taffy in his apartment.
I'm sorry, his apartment's ugly.
Whoa.
It's like
it is
weird,
actually ugly.
modern. And it doesn't.
He
look
went
like
to
it's been lived in.
PotterCon. He bowls. So, I don't know.
Well, I like to bowl.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, the
He has
truth
his
comes
own
out.
bowling
You're
ball.
just like him.
Like personalized.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
Julia is Gus. I feel like I'm Sean.
It's funny.
Making yourself the
When
main
you said
character.
Sean is
I'm
not
just
very
kidding.
responsible, I
Also
immediately
agree.
thought, oh, that sounds like you.
All right.
And it looks like I was right.
It's like, okay, I feel like Rose,
Rose is that. What's that detective's name?
Lassie,
No. Like the younger one?
Juliet,
Oh, wait, no, he's not a detective. He's just a cop.
McNabb.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But
I
Rose
think-
is
I
like a
think
mix
Rose is
between
Lassie.
McNabb and Lassie. Because you're like Lassie without like being Republican. Because like he just like really loves the NRA. And that's
Yeah.
not you. But he's also very like, I feel like a
I
nature
love his little
guy.
like
Yeah.
guns like
His
little, like,
his like the gun
straps.
strap. Yeah, he
Yeah.
like
the
always
little-
wears it in every episode.
Mm.
He actually gets married to a criminal and then waits for her until she gets out of prison.
Is
They're
this
actually
the
really
same-
awesome,
is
though. I
this
love
He
that.
does
the
get
same-
some good character development.
He
though.
does. He gets great character
Is
development.
this the same woman who's in the musical episode?
That psycho lady.
Musical? No.
Doesn't
No.
she like Sean or something?
I don't remember. I
can't
just know
remember.
there's some relation to someone in
No.
the show. I
Yeah,
thought it
no,
was
no, no.
Lassie.
It's no. She is in this episode where there's like I don't know. They think the culprit is a vampire. Shockingly, no, but he like because it's this guy who's like I don't know has this like rare blood condition, and so he like keeps like robbing blood banks and like going after people, and then it turns out to be her brother. But
Okay, wait. Who's Officer McNabb?
he
Like, give me a
is
little-
a
I
boy
don't know who
boss.
that is.
yeah he is just I don't know he's like yeah he's just like an officer and he kind of follows them
slays.
around. He like the best thing ever, and I almost cry every time. I actually do cry usually every time I watch it because he becomes junior detective at the end because spoilers, sorry guys. Lassie becomes chief, and then so he gets a new detective that's brought in, and she's like, I want to take the person with the lowest detective scores ever scored and turn them into like, because she's really good. And she's like, I want to turn them into me, and so it ends up being McNabb.
So I
Round
have
of
the
applause.
lowest
Wow.
detective score.
No, because you're McNabb because he's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
And he's just like
You.
super fun. Like I just like love his character. You're welcome.
Who's Connor?
I feel like Connor is kind of Chief Vic and also a little bit of Sean's dad. Because Sean's dad loves to fish.
I do
That's
not
so
like how
funny.
everybody's laughing at that.
Sorry.
Because his name is Henry. He's kind of crazy, but like,
Just like me.
yep,
Yup.
just like you.
Yeah.
But he
You
like
are a
likes to
little crazy.
fish. He gets
No,
up
I was saying the
early.
Henry
His
part.
house just like I feel like is
always
decorated the
doing
way that your
something.
house would be decorated. Do you like fish? Do you like fishing?
When I was like 5, I don't
Nah,
fish
still
anymore.
counts, still
I don't
counts.
like touching the fish.
Still counts.
It's gross.
You don't like touching the fish?
No.
All right.
It's gross. Would you touch one?
No,
Yes.
but I'm vegetarian. What? You guys would
No,
touch a fish?
touching
You're
a
not
fish.
eating the fish. You're touching it.
Yeah,
It's
touching it's
alive.
gross.
Yeah. What?
That's disgusting.
Why are you judging me so much?
I don't know. I just feel like you feel like you would.
No.
All right. But that's my character
Oh.
assessment.
Fantastic.
Cool.
What are you looking at?
All right,
Okay.
we can take a quick break, and then we'll be right back with my interview and also Rose's interview. Thanks for listening, and stay tuned. Hello, and welcome back to 99.1 WIUX LP Bloomington. Still listening to GavCon 5, and now we're going to interview Rose.
Welcome back, everyone.
Ooh, yeah.
Who wants to ask the first question?
I just came up with this on the spot, but can I still ask it?
No.
No, it had to be submitted in advance.
That seems only
I'm
fair.
scared.
I sent you a Google form, and I didn't see his question
No,
on
you
there.
didn't.
Did you get that email?
Wait, hold on.
I did send you a Google form.
Okay.
What? I did not get it. For what?
Are you kidding?
Are you lying?
Wait, is he
Okay.
lying?
He's joking.
You're like a really good liar, Connor.
Thank you.
Man,
I feel like
I'm
You're
a
both
good
really good
liar.
liars.
Okay, but I feel like that's because you guys can keep a straight face long
Yeah.
enough.
I
To
used
where
to
it
not be able
seems
to at
like-
all.
I can just
Like,
keep
you've
a
gotten
straight
good at
face,
that.
and I can just be like,
Yeah.
No, we are very
Straight
familiar
face.
Yeah, I-
Julia's
no, I'm
just
saying
going
like
up.
I
I
can
see
say
that
a
face, I
lie
know it's
without
coming.
like smiling or
Avery,
anything.
I
Except
No, see,
sometimes,
I'm
I-
still smiling, but like not
Yeah.
enough that you guys think I'm lying.
I can't.
Sometimes-
I'm not a good liar.
sometimes though,
I can't lie to
like
my mom.
when I'm
That's
telling
Well, I
the
can't
person
lie to my
can never
parents
lie
either.
to. She can see right through my face.
Oh,
Yep,
yes.
yes,
Julia.
Julia.
sometimes when I'm telling the truth though, it seems like I'm lying.
That's
because,
true.
Like I'm either like smiling or
Yeah,
laughing.
can you start laughing?
I'm like, no, I'm actually telling the truth though.
Julia's just
Soft
uncomfortable with
barn.
the truth.
No.
Barn.
No,
No, Julia's just uncomfortable with the truth.
no
so.
sock barn.
Yeah.
We were
She
telling the
laugh
truth
and
at the
smile.
sock barn.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I was telling the truth the other day, and Connor didn't even believe me. So
It worked
No, you
enough
weren't.
that
I'm
was
not
scared
gonna
out
have
of
this
my
argument
mind. Yeah, we
today.
can't have this-
It would have been funnier
Damn it,
if
I
I
don't even
waited
know
like
there.
5 seconds to unlock the car doors. That's all.
what
I'm
if
saying.
someone had killed us?
Anyways, ask your question to
Well, I would
Rose.
have been really
Yes, I
unfortunate.
could.
Ask-
Okay, you can answer this for either show. I don't know what would be easier for, but what you just asked me, if you're gonna assign us all characters,
Oh man.
okay, you can either do Parks and Rec, or I feel like it'd be. I don't know if it's harder or easier to do Hannibal.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if that one's gonna be like really hard or really easy.
That's really hard because I feel like they're all crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you're obviously Will Graham.
Yes, that was the correct answer.
That is
It's
the
just
correct
because of my
answer.
You were
voice,
just
so-
asking that because you want to feel good about yourself, didn't you?
a little bit.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to know who you think is Hannibal.
Gavin Gorski.
That means nothing to me.
He is
Yeah.
specifically
Okay.
the Mads Hannibal.
They just
Yeah,
had their
we're talking
10th
about
anniversary. I need to rewatch that show really bad.
I'll
But
watch it with you.
Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec.
Yeah,
The only thing I know about Hannibal is that one pig episode.
don't.
Oh my god, Julia.
Hey, you were watching it.
Also,
It's not-
spoilers.
that one pig episode.
That one pig episode. How's that a spoiler?
Because I know what you're talking about. And I haven't
So
watched
that's
it.
your problem. Anyways,
it's already
go
been
on.
spoiled.
Okay. Parks and Rec. We've talked about it.
You can also merge characters.
I know,
I think
I know,
I was
I know.
like, that's appropriate.
Um,
Because I feel like
Okay.
with Psych is a lot easier.
Avery.
But we've talked about that I'm Donna.
You're like Donna / April, and then also sort of a little bit of Andy.
Yeah.
Like I felt
It's
like
the
that was
best
pretty
character combo
accurate
ever.
because you know, sometimes April just doesn't want to deal with people's stuff, and
You're Paul Rudd's character.
Real.
Bobby Newport
Bobby Newport.
Bobby Newport.
Bobby.
Newport.
never had a real job.
That was his
Oh my
best
God.
acting
This is
performance
like,
to date.
This is like when we're on
That
the-
just that specific
Yup.
like
Yeah.
segment.
Okay. Julia. This is really hard.
I have my listening ears on.
Sorry. Like, no, just because
You have
I
your
haven't
listening
really
ears
thought
on
about
right now?
this.
Yes.
for
Versus
you.
the cosmetic ears that look good.
Do you?
I feel like Anne. That's
Okay,
like
I was thinking about that too.
it's definitely Anne is in the mix.
Respond because she's like always on top of Leslie's stuff.
I feel
Well,
like
that
most of
sounds
the
just
time.
like
I think
Julia.
I'm more on top of things than I really am.
Well,
I know,
feel like-
I know, but like
I always feel like I'm a little bit of Leslie, and in that relationship,
that thing.
you're
I'm on
very
top of-
much Anne because you're on top of me.
Because
Yeah,
I'm like, come
that's
on,
what I'm
Avery,
saying.
get your stuff together.
exactly.
When I was like,
Come on,
gotta
Avery, we have to go to the
leave.
radio show, and you're making avocado toast.
It was
at
really good. For the record.
1:39.
Yeah, I'm
My
Yeah.
toast
I'm sure it was.
helpers.
They
Shout out
still
my
made it
toast
here.
helpers.
plenty of time.
Alright.
Yeah. Anything else?
Like with Julia.
I feel like like I don't know, maybe a little bit of April, but like just a small bit.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
I also agree.
I don't
Okay.
feel like anyone's Tom though.
Now
That
you're
makes me
little
kinda
Kyle.
sad.
The
Ooh.
guy from the
Ooh.
he's like older. He has a gray hair, and sometimes he's like he just walks
Yeah.
What?
walking around.
He just like
Guy
walks
works
around
in the
city-
government?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just like,
Bro.
walks around City Hall.
Okay. Connor.
I mean, I think there's an obvious.
Leslie Knope,
Yeah.
for
Obviously.
one. Obvious reason. She runs for city council. She's very much
They
in
look
politics.
exactly alike.
Yes.
Yeah,
Two,
we sure do.
a little bit of Ben in the fact that he's an accountant.
Yeah.
He like not any of the other stuff because
Not
Ben
any of
is
the
very
cool
knowledgeable in his pop culture,
Ooh.
and I cannot say
True.
the same thing for this guy over here.
I feel like in that
Uh,
aspect, he's a little bit of Ron. Because you also got that camping. I also say with you have a little bit of Ron in you because you
Yeah.
got that
Yeah.
camping.
You got that Ron in you.
You got that
For
Ron
that
in
dog,
you.
you know.
That Ron Swanson in you.
Okay, and then I guess.
So I got the two opposite characters in me.
Oh, and Jerry.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
a smidge. Just a
Just-
drop.
In
Just a
what,
little-
in what
Just a
way?
little.
taste.
In what way? Explain yourself.
Sometimes you're
just-
you're
I
just
don't
like a
know.
slap.
I feel like sometimes you're just Jerry. Like, I can't explain it. That's not always a bad thing. I mean, I
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
not a
love
bad
Jerry.
thing.
Like, Jerry kind of keeps the show going. Because there's that episode where Jerry leaves, and then, like,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
it's not funny anymore.
Yeah.
We
They
love
have
you,
no one to
Connor.
laugh at. Okay.
Only a
okay.
little
Yep.
bit true.
For me, I would say Ben,
Yeah.
Ron.
In the fact,
Yeah.
in the aspect that you're a nerd.
Yeah.
Yes.
You literally Game of Thrones, Star Trek.
I think
Everything
Ben and
else.
Ron, and I feel like they're not.
And then Gavin is Chris Traeger,
Yeah.
obviously.
Well, hold on. Who's that?
And-
Who's that one?
He's the
He
one
can't
who
say
like
anything about that.
yeah, he's like the one that's like super active. He like got the flu and then was like, "All right, I got to do a
It's like,
quick
my body's a
15
microchip.
15 miles. I missed
Yeah, well, I need a
yesterday."
better explanation than that because I haven't seen that episode.
He bikes a lot. He's
You've
he's
seen episodes
Rob
with him in
Lowe.
it.
If
Oh,
you've watched,
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's Rob Lowe's character.
Yeah, you could have just said that, but rather than he
See,
got the
this
flu
is what
once.
happens when you're not immersed in the pop culture.
Yeah, you don't get it.
Sorry, I haven't
You
seen
just
every
don't-
single episode of
Obviously,
Parks
Well,
and
not
Rec
that's what's
multiple
weird. Is
times.
like you would love Parks and Rec because you are so Leslie. Like you're
Like, I don't
unbelievably
understand how
Leslie.
you
Like if
haven't
there's
seen
any
it.
show that
I've seen a
you-
lot of it now because of you guys.
You're welcome.
We were watching it when he came over to the apartment.
Just an instance
Yeah,
of
but,
how we
like-
have made your lives infinitely better.
Well, I'm infinitely
Exactly.
better. Like I can definitely measure how much better it got.
Well,
Well, it really wasn't
We
that
almost
much.
died at the sock barn, so
Oh my god. Okay, yeah.
that
I
made
do
my
want to
life
talk about the sock
infinitely
barn
better, though.
quickly.
Rose
I
will
was-
quickly talk about the sock barn.
So, for any of you who don't know, if you go out of Bloomington towards Yellowwood State Forest, there's and near the TC Steel Historic Site, there's this sock.
got the
There's like this
location
barn
down.
called the Sock Barn. It's on the Tecumseh hiking trail, and it originated where it's like you come in, you leave your sock on the barn, like it's on a bunch of socks are nailed.
You're
to the
hearing
barn.
this right.
And then
There's
you
a
can
lot
take
of
a
socks on that
geode.
barn.
I left my sock there once.
So you're
Really?
coming
Yeah.
back last Sunday at like 11 p.m. or something.
It was past 11.
probably-
Past 11.
It was past.
Probably
We were out
11:30.
there till 11:30,
Yeah.
and we didn't get in the car again. I think until like 11:40.
Because we went to Brown County State Park to try to look at the Aurora Borealis. Didn't see it.
No such luck.
Disappointing.
Yeah,
Then I was like,
Still,
we
I've
gotta
never
stop at the
seen
sock barn, get a geode.
exactly.
And then like me and Julia, we were like leaving, and we heard like a
like a yell or
yell.
something.
and it was really.
And Connor had not unlocked the car, so we were all like,
Like,
just stuck out there. We were like,
listen.
let us in.
Like, we gotta go. We gotta go.
And Connor was like, yeah, you guys didn't hear that.
See,
You're
okay,
just
I was
lying."
screaming
They
to
are
unlock the
liars.
car because you guys were screaming to unlock the car, and then
Because
I thought
we
we were being
heard
chased.
it.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not disproving
Oh.
your theory.
No, you're being.
I thought we
No,
were.
Avery was freaking
Avery
out that
was
whole
being
night.
freaked out by his own shadow.
No, it's
so-
because I hate being outside in the dark. Like there, that's like
Yeah.
my number one
Especially
fear
the
is like being in the
woods.
dark
The
in the
woods freak
woods.
me out.
2 weeks.
Yay! I'm excited.
Don't
Yeah,
say
we're
that.
going on a camping trip. Annual end of year camping
But
trip.
yeah, there is a horse or a
Second
pony
annual.
that lives at the sock
There's
barn.
the second
But since
one.
it was so late, we didn't see the pony.
Yeah.
Do
But-
they usually like bring the pony out?
Well,
It's
for
got like a little.
sleeping.
It's got like a little.
Oh, like a little
place.
pen area.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yep.
not just like roaming free.
All right. What is your question?
My
for
question
Rose?
for Rose.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, yesterday me and Rose went to go see George Takei
Yes.
at the
Oh, yeah.
IU
I love
Auditorium,
Mhm.
and you know he's most famous for his work in Star Trek.
I'm getting a
knew
Star
this
Trek
was gonna
question.
happen.
Yes, I'm giving Rose a Star Trek question. My question for Rose is: one, how'd you get into Star Trek? And two, what about Star Trek makes you like it so much? Makes you want to keep coming back for more.
Oh God.
Oh
All right.
man.
Professor.
Well, my dad.
Our dad.
Yeah, I
Our,
was gonna say,
our,
My
our
dad.
dad.
The
Sorry,
dad
it's
you
not
love.
your dad.
Shout out.
What you may call
Shout out
a
Warboss.
nerd.
Yes.
But I am
Yeah.
also a nerd, so I can say that. But I'd say like
Thank you for clarifying. the
I
record.
didn't start watching like the original series and the shows until like really started watching them until like 5 years ago. But that 2009 Star Trek movie,
Oh yeah.
J.J. Abrams, great.
Star
That
Trek
like
Into
I
Darkness.
used
J.J.
to-
Abrams, really?
yeah, he did
Yeah.
those.
Oh,
that.
how did I not know that?
There's that
They're
one.
the
There's
Beastie Boys in that movie.
Oh,
Star Trek Into Darkness and Star Trek Beyond. It's like a trilogy.
Wait, what's the first one called? Just Star
Just
Trek?
Star Trek.
What's Star
2009.
Who's the villain in Star Trek Into Darkness?
Khan. The first
Oh.
one's Nero. He's a Romulan.
Is that the one?
Nero?
Oh, that's the one he gets like
Yeah.
the thing put
That's
in like his ear.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
That
referring
freaks me
to
out.
the Roman Emperor Nero, who
Those
was
movies,
notoriously awful.
the first two at least, they do a lot
I
of
know that
like
from the
callback
crossword.
into the
It's always a crossword.
into the original series movies, which
Mhm.
I think like well obviously I didn't get because I hadn't seen the actual Star Trek movies before, but
Oh, mhm.
I love those movies. Like I could just like watch those like all the time. But
How many are there? Star Trek movies,
Oh my
like
God,
not
a
including
lot.
shows.
they're the three more recent ones.
The one about the whale.
There's Star Trek Motion
Oh, yeah.
Picture,
I watched
Star
that one.
Trek Wrath of Khan, Star Trek Search for Spock, Star Trek Voyage Home, Star Trek.
Oh my goodness. Are these all part of the same universe, like the same actors?
There's like different timelines, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The recent ones are like the Kelvin timeline is if Kirk's dad died on the USS Kelvin.
Okay.
So it's like completely different. Okay, anyways. So we got the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, yes.
The fifth one is Undiscovered Country. Sorry, Dad, I can't remember. Now all I know is that one of them,
For shame.
I think,
You're not a true beachler.
and then no, Undiscovered Country is like the last one, and then it's Star Trek. It's the one that's like they try to find God in the center of the universe, and it's not good. I haven't
know.
seen that one.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah, we all
It's-
try to do that at least once in our lives.
That
You know,
was
when you do,
directed
you do
by
that.
William Shatner, and it's really bad.
Oh, really?
A
from
while
what I've
ago,
seen.
Dad told me to watch Star Trek 4.
That one's the best one for
I
showing
kinda
people
forgot
who
about that.
haven't
Which one is that?
seen. That's the whales one.
Oh, I've seen
Oh,
that.
yeah, I've
Oh,
seen
yeah.
that one.
Oh, yeah,
I've
you
seen
have
part
seen
of it. With
Yeah,
you.
I was watching
Yeah,
it
me
on
too.
in the apartment.
Yeah, you just watched it and I wandered in.
Just
and
kidding, I haven't seen
quiet.
it.
No,
You know
but that
that's a
one's
lie.
great. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about now.
Second
Yeah,
part of the
bro.
question.
Second question.
Jeez.
Wait, what was the second question?
Like-
Second part of the
Second
question.
part.
Oh, like what
Why-
makes you
why
like
got
it?
me?
Why do you keep coming back?
Why do you keep coming back for more?
I mean, I think it's pretty great. Like for its time, the original series was pretty progressive.
Pretty inclusive.
Yeah, because Gene Roddenberry like imagined the future where there's no money, like
Nice.
we have like all problems solved.
Sounds
But
awesome.
what you will find is that not all the problems are solved.
What?
Oh my God.
Spoilers. Come on,
But,
man.
Yeah, I think
I was really hoping they were going to be
I think
solved.
he actually had critiques on some of the older Star Trek because he was like, "There's too much conflict," and they're like, "Dude, we need a story."
They're like, what else are they supposed to do?
But
The
yeah,
problems
like,
are all solved.
Problems
Nothing
are all
happens.
solved.
no.
Keep slipping out of this chair.
I don't know. I think it's like
It's actually really
great.
comfortable.
Like I wouldn't
Something about
mind
you
living
and
on a
slipping out of chairs that
starship
get
for
comfortable.
5 years.
It's my
Pretty
telltale sign
cool.
of being comfortable.
Like all the characters
Yeah.
are, it's well written.
Yeah.
Like they're all episodic. Like, so you can just like jump around.
Okay, that's pretty nice.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just good.
Nice.
It's good stuff.
Good
Last
stuff.
year, in spring break, we went to Chicago. We went to the Star Trek convention.
Oh yeah.
And we met George
you guys did
Takei.
that.
We did meet George Takei.
You
We
guys
got a
have now
picture
met
with
him
him.
twice. That's
and then
pretty
we
cool.
saw him yesterday. But we didn't take a picture with him because,
No, the Star Trek
Unbelievable.
convention was wild because you just walk around and like you're like, oh, that person right there was on this show.
Yeah.
That person on this.
Wait, really?
We saw,
Yeah.
we saw like the people from the new show.
Do they have like heavy security?
No, they were
No.
literally walking around the
Oh,
convention
that's
floor.
awesome.
Like I saw
That's like
two
why I
or three
wouldn't wanna go
people who
somewhere
were in
like
the
that. I'd be
Picard
worried.
season 1,
Couldn't do anything.
and then we went. That was also when they gave us the first sneak peek for Star Trek: Strange New Worlds.
Yeah, and then me and
Oh,
Rose, we saw
yeah.
like the people from Strange New Worlds.
Yeah,
when they were walking
the
around,
person who plays Uhura and
and the guy plays Spock.
no, we did not see Ethan Peck walking
Oh.
around.
We saw.
What's her name? Who plays
What's
number 1?
yeah? Because it was like a whole thing.
No, that was
But
cool.
yeah.
All right, I guess
Yeah.
I'll ask my question now.
Yeah.
My question is, what is the secret project that you've been working on at We're Working Club this year? for the semester?
Oh yeah.
Jeez. This is a really, really.
This is top secret.
No, it's just. This is a boring answer.
It's okay.
Okay, then tell
A
us.
box. I was
What?
thinking a box.
Why can you not
That's
tell us that?
awesome. What color
Because-
is this box?
Wood color.
Wood
color?
color.
Okay, but like, what's it gonna look like when it's done? Light wood,
I
dark
don't know.
wood.
I don't know when it's gonna be done.
Julie?
Today, right now, is the last meeting of the working club for the semester,
Ooh.
And
I
and
still
you're
don't
here
have a
right now.
base. I still didn't have a base cut out for the box because I haven't been there in like a month
Mm.
because of
Yeesh.
certain things happening.
uh,
So
my follow-up question is, why was that such a big secret?
because I didn't want to tell anyone I was making a box until I made it.
That's fair.
Whoops.
You wanted to
it's-
finish.
'cause it's-
Now
Nice
it's all
job,
over the
My
Connor.
bad.
No,
My
it's all
bad.
over the internet.
that's
It's gonna be on Reddit in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty great answer.
That's pretty cool.
Fantastic.
All right.
That was just like a joke question, but we don't really have time for the real one, so.
Wow.
We have.
I guess
10
if we
minutes
might-
left.
Well, I haven't answered a single question yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that one.
Oh yeah, Connor still has to go.
Yeah.
I have a question for
Mhm.
Connor. Can I start this off?
Well,
Yeah.
you just started
Sure.
speaking, so go ahead.
Awesome. Okay. If you could camp anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Tough hitting question.
You can go anywhere. Money is no object. Don't think of money. Don't think of anything realistically.
I wasn't going to.
Shade State Park.
I would not.
Devil's Punch
Oh.
Bowl.
Oh. I just forget about the Devil's Punch Bowl. Not a fan
I don't
of the Devil's
know.
Punch Bowl.
Just thinking.
I
Gears
want to
are
do the
turning.
Appalachian Trail at some point.
Oh, yeah.
So I would maybe do that.
hmm
But also some really cool national parks in Alaska. Gateway to the Arctic,
I want to go to Alaska so bad.
which you get there by air taxi.
Huh.
And
Nice.
they have no trails,
Yeah.
and so that would be super fun. So yeah,
That's-
I don't think I would go outside the United States to go camping. I
mm.
would do somewhere here because we got a lot of cool places.
That's fair.
A
That's
lot
so
of places
Leslie
yet
Nope of you to
be
answer.
explored by Connor.
Yes. I also want to do the Pacific Crest Trail, so could do that too.
Mm.
No idea what that is, but nice.
It's on the west coast, not the east.
Oh.
Does
How
it?
long is it?
Well, it's not really on the east coast,
How long
but
does it take?
Long.
Long.
like 6 months.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's same with the Appalachian.
You have to like
6
either do
months
that in
straight through.
chunks or like.
I want to do the whole thing at once. I don't want to do it in chunks.
Oh my god.
Man's gonna be off the face of the earth for half a year.
We're never going to hear from Connor
Yep.
again.
For half a year, twice. One for each trail.
God.
Oh, my.
What?
Connor's,
The Appalachian and the
Connor's
Pacific
going to
Crest.
take a
Oh.
year off and do all of it.
No, I'm not taking a year off because you can't really go too many places in the winter.
True.
Mm.
Like you mean like cut it up?
No, I
So
mean
you
I
do
would
it
do
all once.
one and then I would wait a year or two
Yeah.
or 5 and then do the next.
2 or 5.
Well, I don't really want to get fired from my job, so
Fair.
Mm.
Fair.
yeah.
Okay, next question.
All right, I'll ask the next question. So I heard through the grapevine that you're going to South Dakota this summer.
Yes.
Man, you stole my question.
Too bad I asked you first.
Yeah.
What exactly are you gonna do there? And also, is there anything you're looking forward to doing while you're there?
Yeah, I want to see Badlands National Park. I want to climb some mountains too, and also see Wind Cave and Jewel Cave, which is where I'm working in South Dakota. So those are the things I want to do. What I am doing is giving cave tours to people
Oh,
at Jewel Cave
nice.
Wait,
National
that's
Monument.
actually really cool.
Step up from last year.
So I actually need to
right?
order my park uniform soon. So I guess they're
Your
all the time there.
uniform. Are you gonna wear the hat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have. I gotta get a picture.
Mm.
See, that's
See.
really
Don't worry, I'll
responsive of you.
send a picture around when I'm wearing my full uniform. I
Yes.
think it's gonna look pretty cool.
You're gonna
so
look like a
I'm
Boy
excited.
Scout.
This is better than last
I've
year.
But like
already
a
looked like a Boy
crazy
Scout.
when you were
Boy
just
Scout.
working in the kitchen.
I've literally been a Boy Scout.
You'll be in a. This is the adult version of a Boy Scout. Working in the park.
Yeah, I'm not working in the kitchen this
Yeah,
time.
step up.
Yeah, true.
That sounds
It
fun.
was fun though,
That
working
does
in the
sound fun.
kitchen in Glacier. I wish I could go back. A lot of my coworkers are going back.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh, that's fun.
All right, Rose.
Did I steal your question?
Yeah.
Better think of
sorry,
you
Julie
gotta think of
stole my
another one then.
Man, I thought that my question was
Please.
pretty good. I was just gonna ask about your summer.
Yeah, well, that's
You
it.
anything else to add about your summer?
I mean, before I'm leaving, we're going camping.
Yeah.
True.
Where are we
I got
going again?
coerced into that.
Brown
Brown
County.
County.
Okay, that's what I thought.
We're gonna whatever
You may not even be
cryptoid
going
creature was out there this time.
Cryptoid, you mean cryptid?
Thank you. That's pretty good. Oh my god. Yeah, whatever thing was out there is gonna be out there this time. I want that to be on record
But
for
that
everyone.
wasn't even in Brown County.
That wasn't Brown
It
County.
was.
State Park.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
That's where we
in-
were.
We were the sock barn
We were at the
ghoul.
sock.
Yeah, but that's way
Sock
too
barn.
Well,
close
Avery
for
was-
comfort.
No, but you just have to pretend that
Beforehand, he was about to leave
on-
because
Because
Watch
I
it.
felt like
There
there
was
was something
stuff out
watching
there.
us.
I
in
love how
Brown
when we were
County.
at the sock barn,
Don't-
I was
don't put
like,
that in air
Avery,
quotes.
the socks are gonna follow you home, and Avery was like, don't say that.
Don't. Okay, PSA for anyone ever.
Can't believe this guy
you know
saw
what?
the scarecrow
PSA for
out
the
there
camping trip.
and was
No
fine.
one. That was awful.
I
But it's
saw
only
that, I
because
was like-
it's only because you saw it first and didn't freak out.
I
'cause
saw
if
it first time. I saw it after you. I was like, I
Wait,
just saw
really?
the weirdest thing over there, and you're like, oh, is it that scarecrow
Wait,
thing?
what did you?
There was
Wait,
just,
who
like, this-
saw the scarecrow first then? Because it wasn't me.
I didn't
I was
see
kind
a
of looking at it, and I was
scarecrow.
just like,
Okay, so I then
Yeah, I
think
saw
we
that. I
were
was
What
like,
was this?
is that a
It-
person?
at the
it's
sock
just
barn.
sitting in like a chair.
it like
It
it's
looks like a
Oh my god, yeah, I
person.
saw that.
I
It
was
freaked me
like,
out.
is that moving?
I must have seen it second because I didn't really like. I think someone else saw it before me, and then that's why I wasn't out because I was still freaking out, but I
Dang,
wasn't
if only you
as
saw
freaked
it
out.
first.
I also love that Rose was like, shh, the socks are sleeping.
Yeah, I hated that.
Well, I was trying to tell you to shut up so that things wouldn't yell at us.
What wouldn't yell at us?
I don't know. Well, something yelled at us anyways.
Not yelled at
That
us.
keeps them
But
away.
I was
Yelled
like,
near us.
first of all, you're gonna be scared, but then second of all, you're gonna make a ton of noise.
I'm already scared and making a
Gonna
ton
get
of
the
noise.
horse all stirred up.
Yeah, but when we're camping, no one is allowed to joke, pre-joke, think about joking about anything being in the dark.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
It is.
Like
so-
it's
Too
really
late.
freaky.
Too
No
late
one
for
Being
is
that.
in the
allowed.
It
woods
was in
at
the fine
night
print.
is
You already
so
signed the contract.
freaky. I hate it.
I got coerced into this anyway.
Yeah.
You may not even be camping. You might be coming down to Am for the last day.
Nah, I feel like I should camp.
You should
Yay.
Just
camp
because
with
I
me.
feel like, yeah,
so I
if
don't have
Julia's
to
gonna
be-
Are you gonna go
Yeah.
both nights or just one?
Why don't we just do one?
Oh, I was gonna say maybe both.
Please, you do both, please.
I
I mean,
cannot physically
We'll be
do
there.
both.
So.
There's
I
like
will
showers
die.
there.
As long as it doesn't rain. The
True.
rain was the
Oh,
main.
that was
reason.
I can't
awful.
predict that far in advance.
Because
so.
it was raining, it got wet in the tent and all this stuff.
Dude, it got wet in the tent, and I don't think I slept more than an hour at a time. Like, honestly, it was so bad. That was so bad. It was like
Nice.
squishy under us and in the
Camping.
tent. It was everything was damp.
Hey,
Everything in there was damp.
At least you weren't in a tent during a thunderstorm.
Who brought us
tornado
here?
watch
Hey.
and in a severe thunderstorm.
Who chose that?
Who chose that?
I didn't
The
choose the weather.
consequences of your own actions.
No, I hate the consequences of my own actions.
That's true.
Camping's not
Okay.
for the faint of
Last
heart.
question for all you guys.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we get to answer another question.
So you have all volunteered in some capacity for my city council campaign.
Yeah.
Yup.
What was that like?
Cold. It was really cold and really rainy,
It was.
and we worked for 40 minutes extra than was promised. But it was fun, actually.
TJ's great.
CJ's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out CJ. CJ's
Connor's
super cool.
campaign manager.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I did phone banking
Yes.
instead of canvassing,
Oh yeah.
which is slightly better. It makes me a little less nervous because I don't like knocking on strangers' doors. But
Yeah.
I mean, it was also kind of
We still had fun though. We met some cool people.
Yeah.
The guy in the
guy with
Starbucks,
the Starbucks
apron, because he
Sorry,
looked
we're
like he was
interrupting
gonna be.
Julia.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I
Fine,
got
it's
excited.
fine.
No, go ahead,
keep
guys.
going.
Tell me about phone banking.
Anyways, well, we were phone banking in the IU Dems like little
Office. Yep.
thing, the IMU, and it was just me, Connor, CJ. It was pretty fun though. We had a good time.
Yeah.
Ate a lot of candy.
Do the script
Yeah, I can't just go off the dome.
off the dome.
When someone's like hello, I'm just like
I'm a volunteer.
hey.
Wait, Connor Wright for
No.
city council.
I ran off the script, but I mean, it's good. Support my boy Connor, even though I couldn't vote for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was sad about that, but yeah.
All right, now the rest of you can go. You have the stories you were telling, apparently.
I know. Just we met some. That was literally it. We just met some guy in a Starbucks apron, and he like looked like he was gonna be kind of mean. But then I was like, "Oh, nice
When I was
Starbucks
giving my
apron."
spiel,
and then
he
he
kinda
started
had,
to
like,
smile.
Nothing
and I
on
was
his
like,
face. Yeah.
It's like I knew he would be nice.
I feel like sometimes when you're canvassing, like, even though it may say like someone lives here as like a Democrat or whatever, you knock on their door and like it's just some other person.
and you're
like,
like okay.
I remember one time, that last time when I was canvassing with Connor for a different campaign, we knocked on this lady's door, and like she was definitely not the person that was like listed on the thing. And she would,
Oh.
like we were like, would you like a little would you like some lit? And she was like, is this Democrat or Republican? And we were like, Democrat. And she was like, you can take that back.
Really?
I mean, but at least she gave it back.
Well, at least she was
Some
nice
people
about
need to
it.
learn
But,
like
that
etiquette
makes
when they
me-
open their doors.
True.
You never know what you're
Just
going
be
to get when
polite.
you knock on a door.
I feel like if I'm like, you're gonna be like an unbearable monster, don't open the door. That's what I do at home. Like if someone were to come to my house, I just don't open the door.
Just don't.
Like seriously, when
Yeah.
people do that, I like squish down on the couch and hide myself
Yeah.
so that no one
Yeah.
can
That's
see
what
that
I
I'm
do.
home.
The best is when some people ignore you because I know they're home and they don't answer the door.
And you're like, yes.
Yeah,
And just leave
I just
the
waited
little-
extra long for you to ignore me.
Leave the
Thanks.
information and keep on chugging.
Keep on balling.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, and real quick before we go, because I guess we have 2 more minutes.
Oh.
Rose, my real question I was going to ask. Are there been some rumors about you joining or starting a little 500 team?
Yes, yes.
So-
Birdie
rumors are
told me.
true.
Could-
Little
yes.
birdie.
Could you shed some light on those rumors?
The rumors
And-
are true.
How much progress has been made? And how
so-
likely
This
is
has
it?
been like a week. This has been
Yeah,
I'm
it was
just-
literally
I'm
like
sorry.
right after
I'm
the
covering all the
race.
bases here.
So
like a little 5 race for those listeners at home.
Uh-huh.
yeah, guys.
Little 5.
If you guys aren't IU alums or students,
You
you,
just
don't
wouldn't get it.
understand.
You don't get it. You don't get the
Okay,
hype.
so me and Yasmin, we're like, when I say we're rookies, I mean we're rookies. And I hope the coach understands. But anyways, yeah, we're seriously thinking about starting a women's little 5 team. Cause I think there's like there's a good amount of room for the next year's race
Yeah, there's only like
for
27
teams. Yeah, only
teams this
27
year or
teams.
something.
And then there are 33 that can actually be
6
fielded.
more.
Oh,
You
really?
don't even have to
Yeah.
be good and you can be in the race.
Exactly.
Well, I'm
That's the spirit.
hoping we're
Well, I hope you'll be
getting
good too, but I'm just
decent.
saying you don't have to be.
Decent at best.
But yeah, yesterday we went on a ride, 11-mile ride.
Oh,
More than that though,
dear.
because I didn't start my Strava early enough.
I'll be
It
dead.
went from being a short ride to you suddenly went
Strava.
everywhere.
But we went up
Strava.
We went up
Strava.
a great amount of hills, and that almost killed me.
You went
but-
to Griffey Lake, so I don't know what you're
Yeah,
expecting.
Griffey Lake. We went up north of Griffey Lake, like north of the dam, and
Mm.
then we came down to the like little like street pass that goes over the lake, and then we went back up, and then I went home. But no, it's fun. I really like Yasmin.
True.
Yasmin
She's
slays.
awesome. We
If
love
she's listening to
Yasmin.
this.
Yeah,
Love you,
Slay.
Yasmin.
That'd be great if she was, but
Yeah.
I have my doubts.
but I'm optimistic. I guess.
You sound like it.
I'm cheering you on.
I am.
I'll make like I'll make like one of those big cutouts of your
I
face.
just.
Of your
It's just
face.
hard to like be crazy optimistic when I literally.
You've never done it before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a whole year.
Yeah, you got a year. You got
Yeah.
literally so long.
Me and
Yeah,
Yasmin
like,
are
Little
we're
Five ended
already
like last
planning
week.
Summer, we're already planning summer stuff, so
Nice.
Good.
True.
yeah.
Well, thank you for listening to GavCon 5 today. And thanks for listening to 99.1 WIUXLP Bloomington. This is our last show of the semester. So tune in next school year, and Gavin and I will be back with our regular
Wow.
lineup of guests. Have a good weekend.
Thanks.
You're-